Hi, my name is Ashley Fullington. This is for LEM 526 for Dr. Sherry Wells. This is a mock interview. Hi, my name. Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Claire. I am Miss Fullington. I am one of Claire's teachers. I can see that you guys seem concerned, so I will discuss everything with you guys. Please take a seat. Um, so according to the data that Claire just did, which was the IRAI assessment, she is. They monitored her in tier 2 instruction for 8 weeks, and in weeks 1 through 5, she peaks. She's doing great, but in week 6 through 8, something happens, and instead of going up, she starts dropping slowly back down. And therefore, based off of that data, Claire is going to have to be put into tier 3 instructions. Okay, Claire, one thing that Claire is very sociable in the classroom. We all love having Claire in the classroom. She sometimes does these funny voices in class, which makes everybody laugh. Um, but sh- but Claire, however, does need to become familiar with her science textbooks, because when I call on her to read, and it doesn't necessarily have to be her science book. It could be the book in history or the homework book. She's very hesitant, and she kind of it's like she doesn't want to do it, and I can see that she gets really embarrassed, and we don't want that for Claire. We want her to grow. We want her to thrive in class. Um So, one of Claire's literacy goals will be able to search for context clues at 85% accuracy by the end of the year. And the second goal, Claire will be able to read her science book at 75% by the end of the year. By having Claire use textbook to and text to speech apps and use the ebooks will promote motivation and self confidence. Claire, because Claire comes in and she goes straight to the computer. I mean, oh my gosh, she goes straight to the computer and she is ready to work. She knows her login, she knows her passcode, she puts on her headphones and she is ready to go. And she can highlight material, she can move forward, she can go backwards. Um and she can hear how the words are being sound, and she can see how they're being pronounced because the words are bigger than normal size, and she is being very proactive in her own learning, which is very awesome, which is very very cool. um One thing the family can do to integrate literacy in your guys' everyday life is have Claire read from the comic section of the newspaper and let her use her funny voice. This will help Claire develop and identify words, and by doing this daily will help Claire become familiar with words that she does not know, even though those words in the comic book section it might be, humorous or funny or whatever, but it's actually helping Claire understand what she is reading. And when you understand what you're reading, you become familiar with other content that's outside of the newspaper. Okay. Um the two engaging activities the family can complete with Claire is have Claire write out the vocabulary words and what they mean. By doing this is helping Claire with writing, memory, and reading, because she's able to see how the words look like. She's able to hear how they sound, by sounding them out. By writing them, she's sounding them out, and she's reading them and writing, which is all connected. And a second activity is use flashcards. Have Claire read to you what the word says and have Claire tell you what the definition is. This works on developing her memory bank, and when she sees that word later on, she'll be able to remember what exactly it means. Um, Two communities resources that I really like that I would really like to go over you with, Mr. and Mrs. Claire, is raisingreaders.org. This has a free downloadable material that supports literacy and activities to advance literacy skills, and they have the information in different languages. So I know that you guys I speak English or whatnot, but maybe you have another language that is that is more culturally to you guys, like maybe you guys French or Spanish. They have it in all those different languages, and it's absolutely free, and they have activities for every month. Okay, so that is something I thought was really neat, and they have activities connected to the whatever they're reading. The second one is Literacy Empowerment Foundation. This is a nonprofit corporation organization that distributes new books and supplies to hundreds of thousands of children across the nation. By getting Claire new books is it's like something exciting. You know, she's getting a new book, a new comic book, or a new book that tells funny stories. You know, all kids would love that. Um, having having Claire read new books and participate in activities will enhance her abilities to understand what she is reading. Like, and when she is reading and she's doing all these things, you can celebrate Claire's success by, congratulating her on her assignments, and the family can take her out for an ice cream. And in my classroom, I'll give her a candy. Um, and positive reinforcement and feedback on her assignments. Um, I only ask that the family has patience with Claire and literacy because it takes time and substance to develop, and it's important for Claire to do her homework assignments. I can follow up with you through communication send home folder, and you guys can let me know if you have any more questions and concerns, or if you feel like she is or is not making progress. You can always tell me that in the take home folder. And I also would like to thank you guys for coming in today. Thank you. Have a blessed day.